we get started this afternoon. Oakwell will full side and the players will come together. Both sets of players wearing black armbands in memory of Nobby Stiles, another member of the World Cup winning squad of 1966 that sadly passed away yesterday.
I think the systems almost match up today with Barnsley playing probably a 3-4-3 in possession, perhaps a bit more defensive out of possession, very similar to Watford's style.
Here's Alex Mowatt driving towards goal and going for goal and finding the top corner. What a strike from Alex Mowatt. The Barnsley captain drove from the halfway line at the heart of the Watford back three and let fly, left-footed. And Ben Foster could only stand and watch as that flew into his top right-hand corner. What a start from the home side, and what a strike from Alex Mowatt. His second of the season. You don't stop those. Barnsley 1, Watford 0.
Yeah, it's a fabulous strike from Mowatt.
Foster comes out and starts things off again, out to the left-hand side, inside the Barnsley half, and Tom Cleverley tries to roll it forward for Sema. It's knocked into touch by Callum Britton. Watford throw level with the edge of the box, taken quickly. Here's Capu. Much better spell of possession, though, this from the Hornets, without actually threatening the Barnsley goal. They're at least getting some touches on the ball, and Feminier's played a lovely ball inside, and here's Sarr trying to get into the penalty, running across for João Pedro, and the goalkeeper makes the save. João Pedro at the far post under pressure from Chalobah, and Jack Walton sprawling at his feet denied the Brazilian his fourth goal of the season.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. We've seen it 3 or 4 times already where Sarr set goals up by putting the ball in between the defenders and the goalkeeper. You know, Cleverley and João Pedro there calling for a back pass because it's come from the defender straight into the goalkeeper's arms.
Frisia all the way through to Ben Foster, who comes out of his area and hits a long ball forward looking for João Pedro. It's hooked away by Solbauer. He's Cleverley on the halfway line. He's just shoved there by combination of Frisia maybe, and James as well. Takes the free kick himself and looks for Sarr. Sarr couldn't take it in his stride on the edge of the box, and it rolls through to the goalkeeper. Great spot from Cleverley, lovely run
pass
from Sarr.
Yeah, fabulous pass, and both. It's good, obviously a little bit of eye contact from the pair of them, and when you've got somebody with Cleverley's ability who can drop it into there, it's just almost like Ismaïla Sarr has just got caught in 2 minds, didn't know whether to control it and take it round the keeper or finish it first time.
Barnsley free kick in the last few seconds of this first half. Walton over the halfway line, out to the right-hand side, headed infield by Chaplin, hooked upfield but into touch by Etienne Capu, and that's the last action of the first 45 minutes at Oakwell, which was lit up early on by Barnsley captain Alex Mowatt, who picked the ball up 10 yards inside the Watford half, drove towards the edge of the box and thumped a sumptuous effort that swerved away from Ben Foster into the top right-hand corner of the Hornets goalkeeper's net. Confirmation of a change then at half-time for Barnsley. Watford as you were. It's Barnsley to get us underway. Clark Adair, the man who scored the goal that kept him in the division, as we were mentioning in the first half, he comes on for Callum Britton, who we just saw before half-time, may have pulled up. Goes back to the edge of his own box, and Ekong. Here's Wilmot. Ekong again. Former teammates at Udinese. He hits the long diagonal out for Ismaïla Sarr on the right-hand touchline. Up against Adair. Goes on the outside of Adair. Leaves him trailing in his wake. Sarr into the penalty area. Across the 6-yard box and cleverly fires wide. Watford have now fashioned a chance, and it fell for the captain Tom Cleverley, but he couldn't find the same corner as his opposite number in the first half, Alex Mowatt. Sarr doing all the hard work down the right-hand side, leaving Clark Adair trailing in his wake, firing it across the 6-yard box. It fell for Tom Cleverley on the stretch, couldn't find the target, and it goes behind. Watford still trailed by a goal to 0.
It's good play from Sarr. You expected the cross 2 or 3 touches before he actually did, but then it's fired across so quickly that it's just come at Tom Cleverley, and he's tried to dangle the outside of his right foot instead of perhaps getting just, you know, the inside of his left instep on it. But when it happens that quickly, it's difficult. It's difficult to do and to keep it on target, but still positive signs down that right-hand side of the pitch.
Feminier with Watford's second corner in quick succession. Goalkeeper bounces on his toes on his goal line. It's towards the penalty spot. Wilmot heads it goalwards, and it's just wide of the left-hand post. I think the goalkeeper was fairly comfortable that was sailing wide, but Ben Wilmot getting his head to that set piece from Kiko Femenir, couldn't quite find the top left-hand corner.
Yeah, it's a difficult skill to get accuracy and power on a header when you're jumping back over onto yourself. It's almost a case of guiding it down for other players at that point, but arguably the first time we've won a header off a corner for quite some time. You know, the set pieces have invariably been going to the near post. That one a little bit deeper, but again, progressive attacking. We get to the point though where there's 30 minutes left in the game. We need to change something and at least test the Barnsley goalkeeper.
Here's Frieser for Barnsley, level with the edge of the box, right-hand touchline. Finds Styles, it's a loose one infield. Chalobah though shanks it back towards the own goal, and here's Miller, and Miller's put it wide. What a chance for Barnsley. George Miller fluffs his lines from 15 yards. Chalobah and trying to intercept the ball forward, diverted it back into his own penalty area. Miller's first touch was great. His second though turned it well wide of the right hand post with the goal gaping, and Watford survive. It still remains 1-0. Here's Ken Sema on the left hand side, cleverly sweeps it first time down the left hand touchline, and Sarr is first to it, gets there ahead of Helic. Down by the corner flag left hand side, Ismaïla Sarr rolls it back to Cleverly, flicks it into the box, and Sema with a little back heel to Cleverly again. Tom Cleverly trying to turn, and his shot is blocked behind by Alex Mowatt. By hook or by crook, Tom Cleverly got a shot away then, and Alex Mowatt back in the nick of time to divert it behind for Watford's third corner.
I think it's been quite simple. If we pass the ball quickly, Barnsley are all over the place defensively. You know, they've got a good shape if you allow them to keep in that shape and play slowly. Every time we've passed the ball quickly, whether it be short or long, we've got something from it.
In comes the corner, he's headed down and over the bar. Cleverly short to Sema. His cross, met by Ben Wilmot, who did everything right, headed it down, but the bounce, the ball was too lively, and it bounced down and over the crossbar.
Wouldn't surprise me if it's come off his eye or his nose or something like that, just the way it's not come off the middle of his forehead, because, you know, the pace of that would have taken it straight into the net.
Andre Gray is readying for Watford. Ekong has it on the edge of his own penalty area, drives it out to the right-hand touchline, headed infield by Femenir, but behind Garner. Mowatt finds Frieser, but Garner is back there, takes it off his toe. And in the right back position, James Garner clears, but only as far as Mowatt again, and Mowatt curls it into the penalty area, and Wilmot turns it behind for a Barnsley corner. Couldn't be sure where Miller was there, and Ben Wilmot dealt with it.
Well, if in doubt, you deal with it. I'm sure Ben will be telling him the same. It's one of those passes, you know, that we've talked about in the first half, where you try and get it between the defenders and the goalkeeper. It's a good ball in on Mowatt's left foot, and we've seen them many times, the defender turn it into his own net. So to give away the corner is not such a bad thing.
His header at the other end was closer, Ben Wilmot. Barnsley's first corner of the contest. We've got a little over 16 minutes left. They still lead by a goal to nil. It's rolled in low towards the edge of the box. No one in red reacted. Craig Cathcart did for Watford. He finds Sema, and Sema turns it over the halfway line, and it's 1 against 1. It's Sarr against the door, and Sarr tries to find Pedro, but he goes straight into the penalty area, straight to the goalkeeper, Jack Walton. Here's Foster on the edge of the centre circle, driving it out towards the left-hand side, looking for Wilmot playing as a left winger. Can he keep the ball in? He can't. And there's the full-time whistle. Barnsley hang on. Alex Mowatt's wonder strike after 6 minutes is enough for the home side to see.
Click here for more videos.